Poultry farming is one of the most profitable businesses that you can start here in Kenya. Poultry farming is an agribusiness, and an agribusiness is something that is an agricultural and it can be able to give you money. So in this video, I'll be able to show you how you can be able to manage diseases on a poultry farm. My name is Mayuba Brian, and I run a company by the name The Poultry Farms. We usually produce high quality day-old Saso chicks all over Africa. So if you are in wherever country that you are in, we will be able to supply to you the high quality chicks. So you want to start a poultry farm, yet you really don't know how you'll be able to manage diseases on that particular poultry farm. When you're doing poultry farming, you have to take keen of three things. The first thing that you really have to take keen of is how will you be able to feed your flock. That is the first thing. The second thing is the diseases, because if you're able to feed your flock, then you'll be able to manage the diseases on your poultry farm. If you're able to manage the diseases, then the third thing that you have to really take keen of is how will you be able to sell your products. That is the market. How will you be able to sell your poultry products? Which value chain are you getting into? Are you getting into whereby you want to sell the beef? Oh, are you getting whereby you want to sell the chicken meat? Or are you getting in a place whereby you want to sell the eggs? Or have you decided that you are going to do the brooding way, whereby you just decide that you brood your chicks, then you sell the brooding chicks to farmers who don't know how to brood or who don't have the time to be able to brood the chicks? So in this video, I'll be able to tell you how you'll be able to manage the diseases. Because if you have been able to manage the feed, that is one of the biggest problems. Then we have to be able to manage the diseases. Because if you're able to manage the diseases, then you can be able to sell your product to the final market. So let's start of how you should be able to maintain the biosecurity on your poultry farm. First, I want to show you what I have done. The overall thing that you can see with your eyes, so as you can understand what you really need on your poultry farm. The first thing that you have to do, let the cameraman come closer. So when you're constructing a poultry house, you have to make sure that your poultry house has the best of the best ventilation. If your poultry house has the best ventilation, this means that at any moment the filter gets wet, you will end up finding out that it ends up getting dry. And that is the one thing that we really need. We need proper ventilation. Proper ventilation will lead to proper aeration, and also there will not be an environment whereby you find out that they will have a proper environment for the incubation of diseases on that poultry farm. So you have to be able to have a proper ventilation. That is the first thing that you have to make sure that you are doing. In the construction of a poultry house, first thing you have to make sure that from the ground up to that top floor whereby you are setting the wire mesh, you have to make sure that you are only putting 60 centimeters, which is around 2 feet. That is the only thing that you need to put. You don't have to construct a poultry house whereby you're putting all those machine cut blocks up to a point whereby when you have to stand into the poultry house, you have to lean like this so as you can be able to see into the poultry house. That is the wrong way of how you will be able to construct a poultry house. This is the best way of how you can be able to construct a poultry house, and you'll be able to avoid a lot of diseases from attacking your poultry farm. So that is the first thing, and it is visually. You can see it with your eyes. That is the first thing that you have to do. The second thing, let me show you. The second thing that you have to do, so this is something else that I wanted to show you. So if you're running a poultry farm, what you have to make sure is that you have to make sure that you are including this. This is not another foot bath, whereby you have to be able to disinfect your feet before you get into the poultry house. If you have that, make sure that you have a foot bath at the entry of every poultry house. If you're able to do that, then you'll be able to prevent any cases of diseases from attacking your poultry farm. And if you have a foot bath, in case of any rain, for example, if it has rained today, you have to make sure that you're changing the water of that foot bath each and every time, because when it rains, the water tends to get into the foot bath and it dilutes the disinfectant that you have placed in there. So if you're able to remove that water and put new water that has new disinfectant, then you'll be able to put your poultry house out of diseases. Another thing that you really have to take keen of is that you can decide, instead of you trying to replace the water each and every time that you're trying to change the water in that poultry house or at the entry of that poultry house, the other thing that you have to do, you have to make sure that you're changing the water after every 2 weeks. That is, if all factors are held constant, meaning there is no chance at any moment you find out that there is rain that is coming onto your poultry farm. If you're able to do that, then you'll be able to prevent any cases of diseases or microorganisms getting into your poultry house. That is another thing. Also, you can decide, necessity is the mother of all inventions. So what you have to do, instead of you trying to change the water each and every time, you can use an iron sheet whereby you can be able to place on top of that foot bath. In case it rains, the water that doesn't tend to splash into the foot bath. If you're able to do that, then you'll be able to save some money on the purchase of a disinfectant, because you'll be using the disinfectant for approximately 2 weeks. That is how you'll be able to prevent diseases from getting into your poultry farm. Also, at some time, you end up finding out, let me show you. On this poultry farm, you have to make sure that you are disinfecting our feet before you get into the poultry house. So, for example, as you can see, we have this over here tends to become very aggressive. At any moment, you find that your floor is a bit wet like this. The best option that you have to do, you have to make sure that you are using something known as lime. What is lime? You are not using the food grade lime. This lime is not the one that you usually use for the making of the feed. You're using the lime that is white. The white lime, what you have to use, you have to make sure that you're spreading it on the floor of this poultry house. If you're able to spread it on the floor of this poultry house, you'll be able to prevent and create a neutral environment whereby you'll be able to prevent the growth of microorganisms on this poultry house. Whereby you'll find out that if you have placed, this floor is wet like this, you have to be able to pour the white lime, then you'll be able to add other wood shavings on top. If you're able to do that, then you'll end up finding out that your poultry farm will not have any smell, and also it will be able to prevent any kind of microorganism from forming on the floor of that certain poultry house. So that is another way of how you can be able to prevent diseases from attacking your poultry farm. The main thing here is that we want to make sure that our birds are staying alive for the longest period, so as we can be able to get money and not lose a lot of money on the medication of the birds. Because when you're treating birds is very, very expensive. Also, another thing, you have to take care of your feeders and drinkers. So, for example, you can see, I think this list is very, very aggressive. I don't know why it's very. So, as I said, for the purposes of the ventilation on your poultry farm, if you want to be able to prevent a lot of diseases from incubating in your poultry farm, the first thing that you have to make sure you can see during the day, usually make sure that you raise that tarpaulin. We are able to raise that tarpaulin so as we can have free aeration. Yes, it may seem that I'm repeating myself, but the only time that you have to be able to lower that tarpaulin is the only time that you have rain. On this side, when you look on this side, we have an eave. On top of me, you can see you have this thing that is known as an eave. But on the other end, we don't have an eave. So at any moment that you want to be able to prevent the splash of water into the chicken coop that it can make that place become wet, what you have to do, you have to make sure that you are putting a tarpaulin if you haven't placed an eave. If you have an eave, even if you can check on this other side, we don't have any kind of tarpaulins that you have placed on this side. So your poultry house should just sit this. Also, if you are experiencing a lot of visitors on your poultry farm, another thing that you have to really take care of is that you have to be able to minimize those visitors from entering the poultry farm or getting in contact with the poultry house at any moment whatsoever. If you're able to do that, then you'll be able to prevent the diseases from attacking your poultry farm. Prevention is way, way better than cure. If you're able to prevent a lot of diseases from attacking your poultry farm, then you'll be able to save a lot of money on the medication, and also you'll be able to save money by not having mortalities on your poultry farm. Poultry farming is one of the most profitable agribusiness businesses here in Kenya or even all over the world. You only need to have the right strategy. And in case you want to be able to prevent diseases from attacking your poultry farm, you can use the organic way. You can decide to be able to prevent diseases on your poultry farm by the use of organic plants. We have various organic plants that can be used to prevent a lot of diseases from your poultry farm. You can decide to use the aloe vera extract, whereby you can be able to squeeze the aloe vera extract and give to your chickens once every week. Okay? And also, you can decide, you can be able to use the purple leaf, the ginger and the garlic and crush it together, and also be able to give your chicken for a very, like once or twice per week, to be able to prevent diseases that can occur on your poultry farm. That will enable you and your birds to be able to have a stronger immunity on your poultry farm. You don't want to lose a lot of money in the purchase of medication. And also, another thing, in case you're using the manual drinkers, I want to show you. in case you have decided that you are using the manual drinkers, you are starting a poultry farm, and maybe you are still very young in the game, you can see now on my poultry farm, since I have over 1,000 birds, this rooster that is very aggressive. I don't know why it is very aggressive. It is really hitting me so hard. This rooster over here, it's really hitting me so hard. I have to be able to hold this so as I can be able to record this video, because it is very aggressive. And what it's trying to do, it is trying to be able to protect its mate. I understand it. So if you are rearing birds on your poultry farm and you are using the manual, so you have to really take keen of how you'll be able to give water to your birds. If you are rearing the birds on a deep litter system, you have to make sure that you are using the automatic drinkers or the manual drinkers. For the manual drinkers, in case you have placed them into your poultry house, you have to make sure that you are using stones like those, that one and this one. So that will help you be able to put your drinkers over there. Instead of you putting the drinkers on the floor, if you put your drinkers on the floor, you'll end up finding out that the chicken, when they do the sand bathing, they will be able to put the wood shavings into the drinker, and that can lead to whereby you can find that infection can spread through the water. Maybe one chicken is sick and it has done that, and you end up finding out that maybe that poop has gotten into the drinker and other chicken drink that, and can lead to a lot of diseases on your poultry farm. So if you are doing that, you have to make sure that you are putting your drinkers on top there, and you have to make sure that after every 24 hours you are washing your drinkers. And if it's for the feeders, you have to make sure that you are hanging them. You can see these feeders are hanging, they are not on the floor. And this kind of poop is the best chicken poop. A chicken poop should be able to look like that, not like this one, like this one. So that poop is a poop of a healthy chicken. If you have such kind of poop on your poultry farm, then you are sure of what is going on your poultry farm. In case you are a bit blessed and you want to be able to improve more biosecurity on your poultry farm, you can decide and install these, the automatic drinkers. The automatic drinkers is the best way of how you can be able to control some diseases on your poultry farm, and also this can help your poultry farm be able, or your poultry birds be able to get enough water. You don't want to have birds that are not getting enough water. It may cost you around $900 to $1,000 to be able to install this system. First, you need to be able to construct that water tower over there. Over here we are drying some wood shavings that we want to put in that chicken coop. You can see the floor is a bit wet. So you have to install such a water tower stand. Then you have to buy a tank like 1,000 or 1,500 liters, depending on the number of birds that you have. Then you have to be able to purchase the automatic drinkers. It may take you, I've said, an estimate cost of around $1,000. Then you can be able to install that automatic watering system on your poultry farm. If you're able to do that, then that will be able to save you a lot of money in the long run, and also it will enable your chicken to get enough water. Remember, for every 1 gram of feed intaken by a bird, you have to be able to give it 2 grams of water. If you're able to do that, then you'll be able to save your chicken from those diseases that are caused by the bird drinking dirty water. So guys, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. We usually also do construction of poultry houses and do the proper planning of poultry farms. So don't be afraid to give us an order. Make sure you call us. The number is down there on the screen, and we'll be able to supply to you high quality day-old chicks and give you the right technicalities that you need, or the technical support that you need for you to be able to prosper in this kind of business. Align yourself with the smart people and you'll also become smart in that sector. Thank you, and I'll